resource, as a inspirational figure? What has he been, and what has it been like having him around?
It's been tremendous having him around. Everybody knows of Wayne, but nobody really around our group knew Wayne personally. So we know him now that way, and he's a tremendous asset for our group. He's not, he's not running around the locker room telling people they need to do this or do that. He's sharing his experiences with us as a staff, with the players, and he's got such a positive mindset that it kind of rubs off on everybody. So we're fortunate to have him. If his passion level, and I'm sure it was anywhere close when he played to what it is now, it would have been through the roof. He just loves the game and he likes being around the team.
Todd McLellan just said he's never seen a player get checked as tightly as McDavid did in Game 1. Should the offensive expectations the rest of the world has on McDavid change if that's the way Anaheim is going to pay that close attention to him?
Well, that's the way Anaheim's going to pay. They're going to play that way, and they're going to pay that much attention to him. So we know that. That's a given. We go on and play, and right now I think he's somewhere 2 or 3 in scoring on our team. We're in the second round. We're ahead in the series, so it can't be all that bad. And he's getting smarter with it. He knows where to go and how to handle it. Not always to his benefit, sometimes to others.
Todd, over here. How do you think the Nugent-Hopkins line handled Game 1?
I thought they were fine. They did some good things. The match part of it, it was random on their behalf. The way that Anaheim had their line set up, and as much as was going on between the two teams, getting different guys on the ice, I thought they did a real admirable job. Luch was physical, Nuge was detailed, Ebbs handled the puck well. All played to their strengths.
Todd, in terms of your team's confidence level, its belief, how has that grown during the course of the regular season and into the playoffs to this point?
Well, it has, and I think it started, for the media in Edmonton, we've talked about this, it started 2 years ago at training camp, where we tried to strengthen the mental aspect of our team and our game, individually and collectively, and it's grown. It continues to grow. We've been able to have a number of different experiences throughout the year, both good and bad, that we've been able to work our way through. Our leadership group, I believe, is stronger now than it's ever been, and that certainly helps. Particularly in the playoffs now, we have experience. We now have experience. We've just played a 6-game series where we were down after Game 1. We know how we responded, how well we played that next night. So we know what Anaheim's going to come after us with. We also know and learned, at least I believe we have, what it's like to be up and you get a little too comfortable. It ends up being 7-0. So we have experience now. We can draw on it, and it doesn't guarantee results one way or the other, but at least you have something to draw on.
Todd, over to your left here.
Left.
A little bit bigger question, but how do you best describe what this playoff run has done to Edmonton itself, the city?
Well, I would go beyond Edmonton, and I would include northern Alberta. And, I'm from Saskatchewan, a lot of Saskatchewan as well. But it's energized the community, at least from my perspective. We've been so wrapped up in the series. You don't get out a lot. You don't get a lot of free time, but you can feel the energy driving in the city from the airport to the rink. A lot of people waving, and just the pleasure level's gone way up in Edmonton. So that part of it is exciting for our group. It's something that we want, obviously, to continue and capture when we get home. But our 7th man has been tremendous. They've been behind us a lot longer than this playoff run.
Over here. The Ducks have said that Kevin Bieksa is not going to play tonight. They've been non-committal as far as Sammy Vatanen or Corbinian Holzer coming in. How does that change your preparation for this game?
Not a lot. And I say that with with a lot of respect to Kevin Bieksa, he's obviously a tremendous player and he's played a lot, his experience, but nothing happens in a 24-hour period to revamp or retool your game. Holzer, who I expect to play, is an experienced defenseman. He's played down the stretch. He played games against us. He's had experience. I don't think it changes dramatically. Their game plan will continue to be the same.
Todd, how is your team, just in the first round and going into the second round, how has your team handled that discipline in the playoffs, and how much of an emphasis will be placed on that as this series kind of progresses between two very physical teams?
Well, we've kind of had the ups and the downs when it comes to discipline. That first round, we started out on the down end. I think we were 8, 6, and 6 as far as penalty kills go in 3 different games. We've learned some lessons. We've talked about our play in certain situations and our emotional control. Since then, it's been better. I believe it will need to continue to get better, with the scrums and that type of stuff. So, again, we have something to draw upon. We have some experience now. We've learned those lessons. Can we apply them?
Todd, what about the maturity level of Benning and Kajula a year ago, where they were not even signed to where they are now?
Yeah, it's a big step for both of those young men. Drake did play in a championship, although the college game is so different than what we go through with playoff series. It's been a long time since he's been involved in that, but they were ready to play. They were men when they showed up at training camp. They were confident in their skills. We were prepared to give them an opportunity, and they made good on it. And they're maturing very quickly. And our factors they're not just jerseys. They just don't play and or dress and sit and watch and gain experience. They play, and they're factors in the games.
Todd, you used McDavid's line quite a bit in the defensive zone to start last game. When Leon's as dominant in the faceoff circle as he has been, how much of a factor does that play in that kind of subtle matchup game that you're involved in?
That plays in it a lot. That's why they were out there. He was our best faceoff guy on that left side, and that's why he was there.
Is McDavid going to be better for this? I mean, you're not getting away from the Kessler matchup in this building. Sometimes you are, but not that often. At the end of this thing, is this an experience he needs to go through?
Well, we didn't come here to win the McDavid-Kessler matchup. We came here to win the series. So I'll let you know when the series is over if we're all better for it. Connor is going to, he's going to grow from this experience. And he'll be just fine.